Hello everybody. If you want to read all the story's content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. Short Stories 7 to 8, The Jade Feather. Intermediate. Detective Clara Hayes stood in the centre of the quiet, dusty room. It was the study of Mr. Elias Thorne, a wealthy antique collector who had been travelling. Last night, someone had broken into his secured apartment. Clara noticed two strange things immediately. First, the apartment was surprisingly neat. Nothing was truly broken or thrown around. Second, the only thing missing was a small green jade feather displayed on the mantelpiece. The alarm was triggered at 3:17 a.m., said Officer Ben, standing by the door, but we found no other signs of entry except the window, which was already unlocked. Clara walked to the mantelpiece. A faint, perfectly circular dust ring showed where the feather had been. "This feather wasn't valuable," she murmured. "Thorne owned priceless gold and diamond artifacts. Why take the cheapest item?" She looked closer at the dust ring. It wasn't just a simple circle. There were two tiny, almost invisible scratch marks inside the circle. They were too small to be made by someone picking up the feather. Clara moved her fingers across the surface of the marble. It was cold and smooth. She pressed lightly on the area where the feather had rested. Nothing happened. She then pressed on the opposite side of the dust ring, near one of the faint scratch marks. Click! A small section of the wall beside the fireplace slid inward, revealing a hidden space. Inside there was no treasure, no jewellery, only an old leather-bound notebook. The thief didn't want the feather, Clara realised, a sudden excitement in her eyes. The feather was the key. It wasn't just an object, it was a counterweight or pressure plate activator, and they knew the exact spot to press. She opened the notebook. The first page contained only a cryptic hand-drawn map. The thief must have gotten the address or coordinates from the feather itself, perhaps etched on the back, but they didn't know the final secret. The feather was not the goal, but the means to find this map. "The thief is still out there, looking for what this map leads to," Clara said, her voice sharp. She carefully placed the map in a protective sleeve. "We need to find out where Mr. Thorne is travelling. This case just got much bigger." The real treasure hunt had just begun. Vocabulary notes. Mantlepiece, noun. Definition: a shelf or slab of stone or wood above a fireplace. It is often used to display decorative objects. Example: second, the only thing missing was a small green jade feather displayed on the mantelpiece. Contextual meaning: the shelf above the fireplace where the collector kept the feather. Similar words: mantle, chimneypiece, shelf. Artifacts, noun plural. Definition: objects made by human beings, often of historical or cultural interest. Example: Thorne owned priceless gold and diamond artifacts. Why take the cheapest item? Contextual meaning: valuable items, often antique, that the collector owned. Similar words: relics, treasures, antiques, historical objects. Cryptic, adjective. Definition: mysterious in meaning, puzzling or vague. It suggests a secret or hidden message. Example: the first page contained only a cryptic hand-drawn map. Contextual meaning: the map was difficult to understand and contained a hidden meaning that needed to be deciphered. Similar words: enigmatic, puzzling, mysterious, obscure. Counterweight, noun. Definition: a weight used to balance or stabilize a system or object. In the context of a mechanism, it ensures proper function. Example: the feather was the key. It wasn't just an object, It was a counterweight or a pressure plate activator, and they knew the exact spot to press. Contextual meaning: an item used to balance a hidden mechanism, the pressure plate, so it would only work when the feather was removed. Similar words: counterbalance, balance weight, stabilizer. Sleek, adjective. Definition: smooth and glossy, typically used to describe surfaces or designs that are clean and streamlined. Story implication: the story describes the movement of the wall. A small section of the wall beside the fireplace slid inward. Example sentence, contextualized. The secret panel moved with a sleek and silent mechanical motion, revealing the hidden space. Similar words: glossy, polished, streamlined, smooth. Story written by Gemini AI. Image created by ChatGPT. To read all the story's content in full, please go to www.steveuk.blog. Thank you. CC Music, Drifting at 432 Hz, Unicorn Heads.